Hey everybody, this is Mr. Marshall. I'm not at Stony Lane, I'm at my house, but I'm still coming to you. I have a book talk for you today. This is a book that is a little different. It's something called an anthology. An anthology is a group of poems that's put together. Okay, it's when poems are together in one book. That's called an anthology. And this book is one of my favorite ever anthologies. And it won an award called the Lee Bennett Hopkins Award. Lee Bennett Hopkins is a famous American poet um, who who wrote a lot of beautiful poems in his lifetime, and so there's a special award that's named after him. He's not alive anymore, but I actually met him once. So anyway, this is an anthology that's written by Christine O'Connell George, and it's called The Great Frog Race. The Great Frog Race. Okay, and I love this book because it has a lot of beautiful illustrations in it, but the poetry does a lot of different good things that poems have sometimes in them. Like, for example, there's this one, all the poems are about kind of like simple life in country. And there's a poem here called Zeke, an old farm dog. And it tells about how the poet, Christine, um, loves her dog and all the different things that are happening to him now that he's getting older. Okay, and so it's got a lot of feeling inside it. And sometimes we hear poems that just rhyme and they're silly, and like that's okay. But I really like the kind of poetry that says something. Then this poem is about she lives on a farm, and so there's all kinds of animals, right? And so this poem is called Egg, but look at the way it's written. The words are shaped like an egg. Isn't that cool? There's a couple more beautiful poems in here that I want to tell you a little bit about. This one is called Spring Wind. I'm going to read you a tiny little bit of Spring Wind. It says, smelling of lavender, softly fluttering the curtains, she looked inside, then floated in for tea and scones. You know who she is? She is the wind. That's something called personification, when a writer makes something that's not a person act like a person, right? And if you read the poem, the rest of it, she does other things, but she's really the wind, not a person. So anyway, it's a beautiful book. It was written a long time ago, and Christine O'Connell George has other anthologies too, but this one's my favorite. Okay, so see if you can get your hands on it and enjoy the poetry inside it, and I'll see you next time.